Vamos lá, vamos lá. Vou ver como tá os níveis aqui. Nível de áudio tá tranquilo. Tá bonito. Agora vamos ver se tá tudo online, né? Tem que ver se tá tudo conectando certinho. Vamos ver. Sempre demora um pouquinho mais pra Twitch, né? Pro Facebook. Ah, e no LinkedIn já tá bonitão. Tá legal, tá gostoso. No LinkedIn também, lisinho. Que beleza, hein? Olha só pra você poder ver. Hey, 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 guys! Started this one in Portuguese. Let me mute all of the other sources that I have here. And let's start. Hey, 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 everybody that's arriving. Send there our incredible hey up there. We are live in Twitch, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey, 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 Gabriel. Hey, Junior. How are you both doing? You guys are always here. Always here. That's great. How's life? Everybody freezing in Brazil? Everybody outside Brazil not freezing? Oh, let me fix my glasses here. Today is gonna be the day. I'm gonna basically fix my wrongs. Let me focus the YouTube here on the trends. LinkedIn live stream is running fine. It's running fine, yeah. Running just fine. And the Twitch one is... Oh, it's very hot there. Oh, that's odd. Here in Belo Horizonte, at least, it's really cold. It's cold because we don't have any way of fixing the coldness. But that's fine, that's okay. That's always awesome, right? I'm checking here. We have some people watching through Twitch. That's good. That's good as well. Now we have a feed coming from there. Oh, you are in Ceará. Okay. Yeah, Ceará is up there. I think you guys still have some heat due to being so up there. I know that people in Canada are gonna have like some issues with heat coming up. Yeah. Today the first playlist is gonna be with rock and roll. Diego, where the sound? Oh, you guys are not hearing anything? I hope you are. I think, well, I can hear my own sound, Diego. And I don't know if it's me, something with the live, but the buffering is going bad for me. That's strange. Every single stats here. Huh. The live is without sound. Huh. Okay, Junior is saying that he listened well. Huh, that's odd. That's odd. The sound's okay, yeah. Andreas mentioned that it sounds okay. Maybe Diego. Let me see. And guys, the live is buffering. This is really odd because we had like one person saying that the live is unstable, and the other saying that live has no sound. I hope everything's good. I hope. Let me see on my phone as well. Maybe that's it. I can hear just fine. The music sound is in balance with the others. I hope so. Let me get rid of this audio here. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah, I think Diego had some some functional issue there. It happens. Happens in the best families. Okay, guys, let's start then. I think it's time enough. Let's see if everybody is up to date. Diego's asking sorry, so probably he found the issue there. I hope at least. I wonder if I can just like get rid of my stats here on Restream. I think not. So let me move to the analytics. Not the analytics. I'm gonna see if I can see only the stats. Just a second. Let me set this up. Oh, stupid dude with Bluetooth headphones turned on. yeah, that happens. In the best families, it happens. Okay, hydrated. Let's do this. Let's go. I think it's good enough, right? It's good enough. So let's change and let's start. Right. So, let me explain my plans, right? So let me open Vivaldi here, and we are gonna see the current state of the live stream. So, no, not Vivaldi. Let me talk you guys face to face. Here's the plan. Right? Last live stream, I was really nervous and I was really tired. Never do things really tired and really nervous. Let me just cue the sound for me at least. Just a sec. No, not like that. Like this. Okay. That way you guys are able to hear the music, and I can take the headsets like this because it's really hot. So, the idea here is the following. And I wonder, I think the music is too loud. Let me lower that down a little bit. I think around here should be good enough. Should be still, if you raise it up, you should be able to hear it, but I don't want it to be as prominent as it is. So, the idea here, right? Last live stream, I basically said a lot of wrong things. I was battling with the state. I wanted to basically click the thing, and I wanted the thing to basically let me update that on the other tab. And I forgot a really basic thing about React, that state is instanced by tabs. So the idea is, if we want to have anything being consistently delivered to different tabs or different instances of the application itself, we need that to be either stored on an external source or stored on the browser local storage. Okay. And my idea for this is basically to click on a message, and that message is going to be popping up. And when it's going to be popped up, it's going to be visible on the live stream that I'm answering that sad message. That's the idea, and that's what we want to do. The main issue with it is that I was trying to do it the wrong way. Not the wrong way, I would say the lazy way, because I was really lazy. I know that I would need to to sometimes do that. Hey, Wallison, welcome, welcome. We are just starting here. I was waiting for you. So this is a really important thing, right? I messed up. I was really tired. I was really stressed at that week. This week I'm better, and I had some time to think. And here's my plan. I want, and I will do the next live stream about backend as a service, right? We are gonna be using Firebase from Google. I think it's one of the easiest ones and one of the more robust ones. And with that, we are gonna have a lot of new features coming. So we are gonna create a way for you guys to log in to my site, and there you're gonna be able to update your profile, all that's gonna be reflected on the live stream, right? So that's the first step, and to have that data persisting through tabs, etc. You're gonna be using that. I'm not gonna be using local storage for that because I use OBS to stream. So I need basically to have that in a way that OBS can query, not in a way that necessarily needs to have a browser. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is why I'm saying that I'm gonna do all this next week, because this week we need to clean things up. So the application right now is with a lot of things that work but are not the way I would like them to be. And before it growing more and more and being worse and worse to handle, I want to basically tackle that right here on this live stream. So hey, what's up, man? So the idea is gonna be basically that. The idea is gonna be that we are gonna majorly today be walking through it. You're gonna see how the application is going right now, and we're gonna be refactoring some things. So that's the major idea that I've planned. And I'm listening right now. No, I'm able to still listen to the music, but it's really low the way we'd like. So that's the plan, guys. That's the overall plan. And let's dive right into it. So that's basically it. I just wanted to talk face to face. Let me hydrate a little bit. And now let's go. So let's open the project then. Let us open here. Let's go to folder, stream toolkit. Let's clear, let's code dot this one, and we're gonna be opening that one up right up here. Yeah. Okay, anytime. Let me just resize this a little bit. I think the size is cool for the live stream. You guys let me know if you guys want this to be raised or not. But from what I can see here, it seems pretty readable. It seems pretty good to see. Maybe one more like this. I think this maybe is the way that we are doing this. I need to actually do that that config on my. Oh, I actually have a streaming workspace. Let me go through there. Okay, let's see the sizing. Yeah, the sizing was higher. So this is the size of the streaming one. Okay, so let's run this, right? I'm gonna try to use VS Code as much as we can. That way it's better, easier to handle. So let's see how the application it is right now. And one important thing that I want to achieve today. I want a way to resize the chat screen to be able to fit into different scenes of my OBS and to fit other scenes as well. And we're gonna be doing that with a really good approach, I assume, if we can. I hope we can. So this is the screen of the application itself. If we go here to overlay chat and vertical, like this, we have it here. We can test it. We are seeing it here, but as you guys can see, this is basically taking all the space and all that. So, okay, plans to let's take the console out of here. So plans to refactor this, right? So let me start from here. Let's start from the start, right? I think the first thing we need to sort out is the way we are doing routing here. I thought we would had less routing that we currently have and that we currently need. So the way we are doing this, it's all through this routes file here. And we are gonna, and we on our app.js, we are importing those routes as a component, right? That's the important thing here, there. I want to change this, right? I don't want my app.js to look like this. I basically want to have the router here, it can keep, but inside of these routes here, I want to migrate the logic of the switch statement to here. In that way, we can majorly have more control of our app.js. And I also want to do routing in a pattern that I like a lot. It's way more robust than what we need right now, but I think it's gonna be good as a learning experience and also as something that you guys can see working and see that being remade. Okay, so let's start from the route thing, right? I think it's good enough. So basically, what I want here consists of some things. So the first thing that we need is to move the routes from here. So this pattern of having the routes here, it's really good for you guys to see. But for organization, the routing should be inside of the config file. It's a configuration setting, right? So let's start from there. I'm gonna leave the Explorer open, and we are gonna be basically creating a new one. So we're gonna be creating that based on our source, okay? And inside of source, we are gonna be creating the config folder. And we are gonna be also, I'm seeing your chats here as well, and here, and now I have two chats. So basically what we want to be doing is we want to create the config file, the config folder, and we want to have a folder called routes inside of config. And that's gonna be holding all of the routes config, all that. And if we need to hold any other configuration that we probably are gonna need with the application going the way it is, we already have a place for that. So we're gonna have config routes, and I'm gonna probably have an index.js of the routes themselves. Okay, so we already have some routes in place. This is a mess, right? So let's start from the routes here, and let's try to make the same thing, right? So basically here, what I want to be doing is I want to majorly import my pages here on this file, right? I need to have all the pages, all access to all the components of the pages. And I'm gonna be basically exporting an array of objects. And those objects are gonna be the routes themselves, but not as a component, as an object. right? That's a pretty important thing. So let's create for the first one. Let's say that we're gonna have the chat or something. Okay. So we're gonna have an object. This is only an object right now, right? And the way that I want this object to go is basically to have the component some way. So here we're gonna have true. I'm gonna set true for all of those, and then we are gonna be changing those. So we want to have a property called component. We want to have a property called path. And we want to have a component called... yeah, on the next live stream we are going to be protecting a route. So we're going to have is protected, basically. So in that way, we can basically... and this is false because all of you have access to that. So this is the schemes that we want, right? We are workmates now, buddy. Oh, really, Evo? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Did you got the heads up when you start? That's awesome. Awesome hearing. That's great. And we all are workmates, so that's that still keeps true and holds true, truth. So, yeah, grats Evo. Everybody's congratulating you. That's fine. That's awesome. That's awesome hearing. Really, I'm always really happy to feel that you guys are achieving your goals. That's really awesome. So let's continue here. So I want all of my routes to have this structure here, right? This component is gonna be probably a React component. This path is gonna be probably a string. That's gonna be the path that we are building. And yeah, I think that's basically it. So let's see how this one would go. So we would import from, and here we have pages right here. We go up 2 times. Yeah, pages are here. So we are gonna be looking for the chat horizontal like that. Ah, yeah, July 15. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Really good. Later on, give me a DM in Twitter or through LinkedIn. Send me your phone number for me to add you to the Telegram group. That's gonna be good. Okay. So, oh, sorry. I was talking about Twitter. I looked at Twitter and I was reading tweets. Sorry about that. And guys, please follow me on Twitter if you guys don't, because I'm trying to be way more active there, and that's gonna be my main source of communication overall, right? I usually speak in English on my Twitter, but I answer in Portuguese normally. So that's basically it. Okay, so I want to basically import the component here, and I want to basically pass the component here. That's the easy part. The path we are gonna be constructing, but I want this to be something like, for example, right now it's under overlay. It's overlay or overlays. I don't remember. I think it's overlay, right? Yeah, overlay chat horizontal like this, for instance, right? This would be the path, and this would be the is protected. Okay, so this is the idea that we want to have for the routing routing system here. Let me collapse this a little bit, and I want to export this route directly. I think so. So I want to be exporting this const, and also I want to be exporting by default here an array of routes. So we can call these routes, and we can create and we can create those routes like this. And here we would insert the chat like this. So this is the structure of this file, right? I want to have this for all of those. So we currently have three routes. Né? So let's do that for those three. So here we are gonna have the chat vertical. I'm gonna have chat vertical, be important as well. And we have the landing page, right? Landing, and we are passing landing here. Okay, it's shaping up. It's shaping up. Sorry about that. Apparently, NVIDIA broadcast don't let me do Alt Z through here, but okay, that's okay. So with this, we can export like this, right? So let's see. Yeah, that's basically what we want to be doing. So with this here, the way we need to change here, right? So we need to have chat vertical, and we want to have here landing should be on the slash, right? Yeah, should be on the slash. Okay. So this here should be replacing the routes. But now you ask me, Arthur, you're gonna be passing that directly to the app here, and that's where we have some freedom. We could do that, but I would prefer to create a component to basically handle all the routes, right? Makes sense. So let's do that. So let's go here. Let's go under source. No, not like that. So let's go on components. Yeah, like this. And here I want to create app route. JSX like this. So let's create it like this. And let's see. We want to have this logic here, there, but we want to have that differently. Oh, how to do that? Okay, so let's start from importing from React Router DOM. And here we are going to be basically importing the route itself. Yeah. We need the route component, and we are going to be returning here probably a route component like this, right? This should be the expected outcome. But here, remember, we are going to be receiving from here all this information. Its component path is protected, right? So we can expect from these props here that you're going to be receiving the component that we're going to be passing as component, just to be more descriptive. You're going to be passing path, and you're going to be passing is protected, right? It is protected. Yeah, it's protected. Okay. And we are going to be receiving other props, if so. So we can have other props being passed here as well. Okay. With all this, what we need to basically be returning here is we need to spread our props. So we're going to be passing props like this. And we are going to be passing the path like path. We are going to be rendering. Yeah, inside the rendering. Okay. So inside of rendering, we are going to be basically, yeah, I was thinking, and here we are going to be basically rendering like this. If we have a props, we're going to be basically rendering the component itself, right? Like this. And the component is going to be receiving those props. So it's going to be like this. So this here is pretty standard, pretty simple app routing, right? We're just creating a component to hold those routes. But the thing here is we are receiving this is protected. I know that I'm not implementing route protection right now, but I want to already put the logic here because the logic is pretty simple. The logic, it's gonna be basically like is protected, like this. If this, if not, so if it's not protected, it's gonna be rendering the component. If not, we want to like pass. Let's pass just a div for now, saying please log in, something like that. Please log in first. Ultimately, we don't need, we don't want to have an inline component like this. We want to have a proper component that's gonna return more information to the user. But for now, I think this is enough. So basically, if it is protected, we are gonna be doing that. If not, we are gonna be rendering the component with the props. Pretty simple here. So we are only passing all of those informations that we're receiving, and we are passing down here, right? That's cool. That's awesome. So the app route is basically done, right? So with that in mind, we can change to the app.js, and here we have everything that we need to have a basic routing in place. So we need to import app routes, right? Not like this. We need to import that from we're gonna be importing that from components, right? Components is on slash, yeah. So it's gonna be app route. Oh, it's gonna be app route, not like this. Great. So we have the app route here, and we also need to import the routes, right? From here we can, no, it's on slash as well, config routes like this, because we are importing from the index.js from that folder. So that's why we can use this notation here. This state here, we are going to be handling that later on. We're not going to have the state here anymore, I think. But right now, let's just redo the routing, right? So I want to get rid of this. And I want to have switch statement here because I need it. I need to import it here. Yeah, here. Okay. So we're gonna have a switch statement here. That's gonna be basically switching between the routes. And inside of this switch statement, we're gonna be basically doing a simple map. So we're gonna take the routes as we receive them as an array of objects. We can use that at our favor. So we can just map here. We're gonna be receiving the route, and here we're gonna be rendering the app route like this, and you're gonna be passing some information to the app route. Oh no, I want this to return, not like this. Okay, like this. Okay, so we want to be returning the app route, and the app route is gonna have a key. That key is gonna be the route.path. It can be the path, can be no, the component is not good because not the path is gonna be string. So yeah, the path is gonna be unique, at least I hope. It should be unique. We should have the path as well. So we're gonna have the path. We are expecting a component that we're gonna be basically passing the route.component. We are basically just filling, guys, and this protected. It's gonna be the route is protected, right? So we took all of the information from the route and we passed down there. We are repeating route a lot, right? I prefer to do that here instead of the structuring here, because here is the topmost level of our application. Guys, it's clear what I'm doing here because you are really quiet. So I want to make sure that I'm translating well, because I'm getting to the flow here. I was thinking about how to solve this for a week, so I'm really energetic about how to fix this, but I want to know if you guys are fully understanding what we're doing here. So I'm gonna give you guys some seconds between my sip of water. Hey Victor, how are you? Uh, Victor, we changed the live streams to English, but you can feel free to talk in Portuguese if you will. If you don't understand in English, you can also ask in Portuguese. I'm gonna try to slow down. Overall, we had a voting in the live, and everybody from the live stream said that they wanted to have some more practice with English. So we are doing English because of that. So Wilkinson said, "Yeah, it's cool." Okay, so I'm gonna be assuming that this is cool for all of you guys, because this here for me, it's pretty going with the flow. But I really want you guys to I really want to see if you guys are fully understanding this, because this pattern is really cool, I think. So with this in place, the way it is right now, we should have routes working on application, right? So let me just change to that here. So let's see if we have chat. What are we saying? Oh, cannot. Okay. What's the issue here, guys? We are not passing the messages anymore. And that's something that I was already thinking. Let's tackle that right now as well. I don't want to be handling state on the topmost level anymore. Why I don't want to do that? Because I want my components to be more atomic. I want them to be more independent, right? This is a new standard that I'm trying to adapt, and I think it really fits with this project here. So basically, this line here is expected on our components, the chart vertical, etc., etc. So what we're going to be doing here, we're going to be adding those to that. Let's start then. So basically, what we need to do, we don't need to be setting the messages anymore. I think we are not using the set messages anymore outside the chat manager, right? Yeah. So let's take the use messages and let's pass it through the pages themselves. I think the pages should be the ones handling state. This should be a stateful component. So let's go for the vertical one. So basically here we are expecting to take message and scroll from state, right? And what we can do instead is basically take that from the use message, right? So the use messages is gonna be, let's try to use messages like this, because I think it's gonna have the auto import, not? Okay. VS Code hates me sometimes. So you're gonna be importing that from hooks. So should be here, like this. And here we're gonna take use messages like this. So with that, we can use messages like this. And we don't need to expect a state anymore, right? Yeah, we don't need to expect any state anymore. Right, that's cool, that's awesome. So this shouldn't work. I'm gonna show you guys that we are gonna be still hitting a wall here. Let's... yeah. So, cannot destructure properties should scroll, off scroll, as it is undefined. So we are not having the issue anymore of having that. But the issue now is... let's go to VS Code, oh lord. Yeah, here. Okay, So the issue here now is basically that if we go back to our hook returns an array. So we want to be taking the array, the two first items of that array, right? So we need to change this to this, like that. Now it should work. Let's see if it's gonna be working. Let's have 5. Let's have 12. Yeah, that's working. That's awesome. Let's test. Testing. Okay, it's here. Okay, all this work to refactor, yeah. To make the code more readable. Oh Lord, sometimes I really do myself more than I should. Let's stopper the water and let's go. So we already fixed that here. We need to fix that on the chat, on the horizontal chat as well. It's gonna be the exact same thing. So you're gonna be taking use state, not like that. Use state like this. No, not use state. Sorry, it's use messages. Yeah, now it's ported. We need to like aggressively hit the enter button. We need to isolate that because that's an array literal. Let's take this out. That's cool. That's cool. So let's go back here and let's take the chat horizontal. Let's see another test. Yay! We have we have it here. So, okay, we found a way that we want to be fixing those, and we already fixed those. That's cool. That's awesome. And we still need to do that for the chat manager. Otherwise, it's gonna be breaking as well. We don't need to expect that. We're gonna be use messages like this. We're gonna be expecting this as an entire array like that. Cool. So here we have everything in place state-wise. And now you guys, as you guys can see, let me just exit all those. Let me exit the routes here. The routes here, it's not needed anymore. We can like just delete it like that. So yeah, feeling good. Okay, we're starting to shape our application in a better way, right? So all this here that we have here, we don't need it. We can just like kill it, and we just kill it. So now the app, it's way cleaner. And that's one thing that you guys should always take some care of. Your app entry should be always pretty clean, pretty clear what you're doing with your entire application, right? So try to clean it up. So now it's way more readable. So with this in place, let me just do this. Okay, like that. So with this in place, we already did a lot. We already did, if we go to the chat manager as well. So manager. It wasn't chat manager, right? It's where did we put the route for that? Oh, we don't have it here. That's also important. We don't have it here. So we need to pass that out as well. So let's do that right now. Let's test the is protected for now, just to see if we have that in place as well. So it's gonna be chat manager. I'm gonna probably be redoing the chat manager specifically here, but let's see. We go here. Oh, what I'm missing? What I'm missing? Huh. It's going back to the fallback route. That's odd. Oh, we are not exporting it. Okay, so chat manager like that. Okay. Please log in first. Yes, we have the ugly screen, but it's working. Route protection is working. Let's leave it like that for now, right? We can sort that out later. So seeing this here, I already see one thing. What's happening? Okay. Okay. So seeing this here, I already see one thing that's really bothering me. It's not good having those here, and we are repeating this first thing sometimes here. So let's try to sort that out first, shall we? So let me think on how to do this. I think we only need the paths file, right? So let's do like this. So we're gonna take the config routes, the config file that we are, and we're gonna be creating paths.js, something like that. Yeah. In this paths here, I think I want to have division for our paths. I want to have base paths, I want to have common paths, and I want to have like custom paths like that. But by custom paths, I say that I want to have at least like one division for the custom path group, I would say. So let's start this one by the overlay paths, right? Okay, cool. So we already have the overall structure. So I would say that for the overlay, for the base paths, we want to have an object that's going to be holding all of the base paths. So it's going to be like base paths like that. And you're going to have like overlays, because overlay is the one is the only one being used right now, I would say. So no, not like this, like this. So overlay, we want to basically append this at the start of the ones that have overlays, right? Let's start by the easy one. So I'm gonna be exporting the constants directly here. I don't think we need to create a structure for this one because it's only a constant file, right? So we have the path. I want to have the path like this path start at start of all of those. So path landing here should be slash. And now on the overlay paths, I basically want to construct the path based on this base paths.overlay here. So it's gonna be something like path, like chat vertical. Let's go by component. I think it's gonna be easier. So it's gonna be a literal. We're gonna have the base paths dot overlays. This is gonna be slash chat. So it's gonna be overlays. It's gonna be overlays slash chat. We can change our way of doing this as well, because now we are doing chat slash vertical or horizontal, but we can have chat like a prefix. So we can have like chat slash vertical like this. We can do this, change here to horizontal, and we can have here horizontal like that. Seeming good. Yeah, I think that's enough, because that way here we are gonna have a path that's gonna consist of slash overlay slash chat slash vertical. So we basically want to be using those here, and we want to have the chat manager as well. So let's do that for the manager as well. I think the chat manager is not gonna be on the same It's not gonna be on overlays for a long time, but for now, let's just have it here, like this. Okay. So we want to basically have here, instead of this, I want to have path, chat horizontal. Here I want to have path, chat, vertical. That's why I started with the path, guys, because when I type path with all caps, I'm gonna get all of the possible ones that we want, like here, as you can see. So I want to have the manager. And I want to have the landing here, like that. Yeah, looking good. Looking all good. Looking all good. Because now, if I want to only change the base path of all of the chats, I can. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. What we can do as well is have like interlacing paths to have like the slash chat. I don't think it's gonna be necessary right now, but we could have like the connection paths, the ones that are gonna be in the middle. But right now, I think this here is enough, right? Let's change this. Let's have this as chats, and here is gonna be under overlay chat, like that. I wonder if I'm gonna have another chat. No. Let's leave it as overlays, like that. Let's leave it like this. I think it's good enough. So let's go back here and let's see, we can access this. That's right, because now it should be chat slash vertical. Let's see. Test. And it's pretty cool, right? So we basically redid all of the path right now. So we basically have like a config file for the routes that's gonna be basically exporting all of the routes, and we can organize all of those here like that. With comments, we can say here. This is this is common path. This is the overlay paths. That way we can separate all those and have properly sorted. Okay. Seeming good. So, all right. Now, I wonder what we should do now. We already did routing, so let's commit this, right? Let's commit this. So I'm trying to use GitHub through here, not GitHub, Git. So let's do it like this. This is gonna be staged all. Now I can just commit this, right? So we go here. We can basically say here fate. We can say that. I wonder if this should be a chore. No, but I think it's a feat. So refactor routing to account for a more structured way of refactor routing, like this. Accounted for more structured of the routing system, separated paths from the route component, and like that. Okay, like that. So with that in mind, we can just commit this, and we are not going to be pushing right now because let's start to do the rest. So okay, all good. We got rid of that. I wanted to also clean up a lot of the CSS that we are not using, like this one here. I wonder, can we have that? I think we can have that as an inline. I think it's gonna be better than having just a CSS file for this. So let's copy this. Oh, let's copy this. Let's go to the message itself. And in the message, we're looking message tests here. Let's see if it's found. Yeah, it's found only here. So I want to remove this from here. I want to basically have a style tag here. So let's remove it. Let's have a style tag. And with the style tag, we're going to be pasting all this. We don't need those here. We need those. And this should be like this and this. And all those should be... This should be like this. Oh, sorry. That, right? This should fix. So that way we can get rid of the CSS. Because I really wanted to have like a file, a project without CSS. That way it's more accessible. So okay, let's test. This is here on the vertical one, right? So let me try to paste a really long test here. Okay, it's breaking the word, so it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Now we have that all in place. If you guys want to test and keep testing or not, like just send messages to remove this test from the screen, feel free to. But okay, now we redid routing here, right? So it's time for the fun part, I would say. So let's see how we want to do the fun part. So Watson giving the test, thank you. So what I want to do now is the following. I'm thinking on 3 different ways of. I basically want to. Do you guys remember on the past stream that we went here on the chat, on the horizontal chat, and set up this custom sizing here, right? This width and this height. So what I want to do here, I want those sizes to be dynamically defined, right? So I want to have the option of through the route itself to have that. So knowing that, let me see the best way of do the introduction of that one for you guys. Yeah. Do you guys know that basically when we have a route in any application, we have 2 things that we can expect for that route, right? So let me just like have the chat here. So here, for instance, right? Oh, if I increase the size, it doesn't fix. Sorry about that. But yeah, let me then create a new file just to. Let me just like create a. You're still not receiving from Twitch. How do receiving from Twitch? Receiving what from Twitch? I didn't copy. So let me create a new note here, just for you guys too. Let's say here this is gonna be not receiving message from Twitch. No, I'm receiving messages from Twitch. Like this one. We should receive messages from Twitch. We received the messages from Twitch from yourself. Maybe I'm not receiving messages from myself from Twitch. Maybe that's the case. But yeah, I'm seeing here that apparently we are not receiving messages from the test from there. That's odd. That's Twitch. That's not on me. Twitch is really not consistent with its API. So who knows? Let me change the EDM here. Wilkinson said, Arthur, you could use a higher order component to pass down a path prefix like we're gonna pass the props, okay. Router component path prefix dot plus path dot props. Okay, that's a good way of doing that. Okay, that's a good way of doing that. But the only reason why this here already fixes our demand, and I prefer to use this one in this project, is because this configuration here is simpler to understand. So in that way, we basically don't need to like pass the prefix and the path as props themselves, and we can just create the whole route inside of the routes index.js here. But the idea that Wilkinson sent is really good. It's really a good one. It's one that's really used as well. I like this one because it's pretty simple. It's pretty static. So you set up all of your routes on one place. But if your application needs dynamic routing by any means, Wilkinson, it's gonna be a good solution for that. Thank you for that. So let me just create a new node here, and I'm gonna create this node as a name routing, React routing. So let me just have this live stream. React routing. Explain. Okay. All right. So let me explain you guys about routes, right? So basically, when we are accessing any address, we usually go like this. We go HTTP two dots // What's this? Everything that comes before the two dots / is the protocol that you're using. So here we can change for protocol. Let me also have here the same example, but now as an example of this example. And here we have HTTP // okay. So this here, if you're using WebSocket, it's gonna be another prefix. If you're using TCP, another prefix. But usually in the internet, we are using HTTP and two dots // right? So here we have the domain, right? We have the domain or the IP. This is the address, right? I'm gonna be more specific. So this is gonna be the address. The address is gonna be, for instance, like Arthur44.dev, okay? And everything that comes after the address is gonna be a route, right? So here we're gonna have a route. So here, for example, if we have a route called live, okay? So this here is pretty explaining, but after routing, we can have like multiple routes, like route 2, for instance, or nested route that we usually call. And here would be like overlays, for instance, okay, or chat, for example. And here we have one interesting thing. For any route, we can have that route holding two informations that are going to be universally parsed. So the first information is if we have like an ID, okay, like a dynamic typed parm. Okay, this is a dynamic typed parm. So for instance, if here I had like something like this, we can have this after the slash, for instance. That's no problem. That's only gonna be a route that's blank. But the important thing is we can expect for that. So we can expect to have this and this, right? So we can have this like this. We can also have this like this, for instance, and this would be like this. Okay. So, oh, here we don't have the 2 dots. It's like that. So this here is fine. I think this here is common knowledge. But one thing that we also have is something called search queries. So we can have everything coming from the interrogation mark. We can have that being called as a search. Like that, right? And you can have a lot of those. You can have another param and another param, like this, right? This would be something like this. So this would be like something like, in my example, I want to have a property called like width equals to 900 pixels, for instance, and height equals to 800 pixels. Okay, so I want to have this. Okay, this is basically what I want to have in my application. So I want to have of this, but the way that I want to do now, going to our case. Okay, so let's go here for live stream case. Okay, I want to have basically let us open our routes. Oh, why is this searching everywhere? It shouldn't be. No, it's like this. Yeah, like that. So we want to have, oh, not here, we want to have the paths. So we are basically wanting to have, oh, silly me, I want to, it's better if I copy it from here. Okay, so what I want to have is something like this. So I want to have here, we already have this, so I want to have the opportunity of pass here something that tells that we are passing custom size. So we can call that custom size. Okay, that's gonna be Boolean. Okay, true or false. And the size itself. So it would be like with 900 pixels and sorry, height 700 pixels. Okay, so I want to enter this here. Okay, at our field. And yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. But how are you gonna be doing that, Arthur? How are we doing this? Let's see. Let's see. So basically, what we want to be doing here, let's pass this. Let's see exactly like this what we receive, right? So let's go here. Let's open another tab. And if we enter this, as you guys can see, it works. Like, it works normally, okay? But the thing is, React is gonna be receiving a prop that's gonna be called location. And inside of that prop location, we're gonna have the information for this, right? So let's log that location. Here we are using the chat vertical, right? So let's open here. And let's log here under the props that are being received, we have location, like this. So let's console.log location. Simple like that. So if we go down here, this is gonna be only when we hit the endpoint. So here, as you guys can see, let me increase the size here. Let me increase like this as well. So as you guys can see, we have all this. We have path name, we have search, we have state, we have hash. Okay. The important thing that we are expecting from here, from the location itself, is the search. Okay. Here is all the information that we just passed as a search parent. So let's log the location.search then. So location.search. Let's reopen this. And here, as you guys can see, we now have only this. Okay. So we only need to parse this, right? I'm not gonna be parsing myself. There's an awesome tool that already does that for us. I think it's called query text npm, or it's gonna be query text. Let me see. No, it's not. It's not this one. It's query string, maybe. Yeah, I think it's query string. Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. So basically, as you guys can see, it parses automatically whatever you pass as a query string. So it already expects to have location.search. So it's going to be basically dividing that through all of the properties that it's going to be finding. Okay. So we're going to be using this one. So let's do that. So let's open a new terminal. Let's yarn add. It's already here. Query string. Nice. I'm loving this new plugin for ZSH. This shell here is pretty awesome as well. It's really fast. Okay, so we already have that in place. So let's clear. Now we are able to require it. But here's the thing. I don't want to be parsing and doing all of that magic inside of every component. You guys know? I think it's worth to have like a lib. Either a lib or a config file for that. My English is not good enough to see to see the stream. I see you another Friday. Good stream. Good night. Oh, MK. Oh, thank you. Ok. Boa noite. E desculpa pela live tá em português, tá em inglês, mas isso aqui a gente tá dando uma praticada, tá dando uma colocada. Se for o caso, a gente volta depois ela pra português, se muita gente tiver tendo dificuldade. Mas eu acho que tá sendo bom pra poder praticar, todo mundo falando inglês, tá gostoso. Sorry for the English speakers seeing the live stream for the Portuguese portion. But yeah, coming right back to it. So for the ones that speak Portuguese and English, you guys are superheroes, so you guys understood both parts. But now I want to basically have one lib for this. So we can have, I wouldn't say this is properly a lib. This should be a helper. So let's create a helpers folder, right, Howie? So let's enter here. We're gonna have helpers, and they're gonna have here this helper. It can be called. It's gonna be parsing, so it's gonna be parse custom size. More descriptive than that, I don't know if we can do it. Okay. So here we are gonna be importing from the query string, right? So we want to be importing the parse. And here we basically need to have like constant parse string like this. Oh, okay, oh god. Thank you. Okay, if it's helping, that's cool at all. So we're gonna have this, right? And we're gonna be exporting from this. Okay. Parse custom size, parse custom size. We are gonna be receiving the location object. I think we don't need to be passing the search itself. We can receive the whole location. And if we need to parse anything else, we can parse here. And here we are gonna be basically taking a const that's gonna be called query params equal to parse location.search, maybe. So let's console.log this query params like this. Okay, so we can remove this from here, and we want to be using the parse. We want to be importing that, right? So we want to import as parse custom size. Yeah, parse custom size. I wonder if we can parse CS like this. Yeah, parse CS is good enough. Okay, so you're gonna be basically here having a return, like the results of parse CS. We don't have the result yet, right? But we just want to be passing the location there and logging it. So yeah, let's have this. Yeah, as we don't have it, let's not just have it hanging there. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's clear. Let's refresh. Okay, so received an object with size, height, and width. So basically, it's parsing and it's taking the name that we used on the query string, right? So because of that, what we can do, we can then expect those, right? Right? Yeah. So what we care is about the custom size, the width, and the height, right? I never remember if height is written this way, but I hope it is. Okay, so here we can take care of that. Let's just return. No. We don't want to be returning that. Now I think we need some logic here. So now we are gonna be full programmer mode here. Let me just stretch a little bit. This is gonna be a good one. Okay. So now I'm gonna be using the pattern that I explained on my JavaScript course, but it's mainly coming from Golang code. Okay, so we're gonna be basically fail fasting here. So to fail fast, we're gonna be basically testing. Hey, if we don't have the custom size, because custom size is gonna be true or false. So if we don't have it or it's false, it's set to false, we want to basically return. Right. We can return no. Because that way we're gonna be expecting a value here, and with that value we're gonna be putting those information. So yeah, makes sense. So here is the first failsafe, right? So now we're gonna have the second failsafe. So if our code reached here, it has a custom size set to true. Okay, we already know that for sure. So what we want here is to check if we don't have the width or we don't have the height, right? In this case, we are going to be also returning null. You're going to be asking me, hey Arthur, why aren't you checking all those on the same if block? Because I don't like to be concatenating if blocks for all that. And Wallison asked, why not else if? This is really important, okay? Why not else if? Because I try to not use else as much as I can. But more importantly, because I don't want to be blocking our code. When you have an else if block, you're basically tying that block to the first iteration. In this option here, we have decoupled code. So the code's gonna be it's gonna be chewed in smaller bytes, right? And this pattern here is language agnostic, so you can use this on every single language you want, right? If you go the other route, you're gonna be probably only doing that on JavaScript. So those are some reasons. They have like entire transcripts and reasons for not doing that. But the fail-safe pattern is like this. So we use the return from the function to be routing our code for us. So the idea is if the function is reaching down below, it's everything is working. So if it has to fail, it's going to be failing on one of the stages before. And if you have an else if, you're going to be tying all of those together. So if by any means you have one issue in the middle, you are going to be blocking your code, right? So you don't want to have that. So this here is a good pattern. It's a pattern that you can use everywhere, and you can use fail safe pattern is the name. No, it's fail fast, like this. Fail fast pattern. Okay. So it's the idea to fail fast in your code. So if you fail, return. If you have an else if block, if you failed on the first iteration, it's gonna still do the checking for the else if. Okay. So you're gonna take more time to fail. And that's not the reason we want to be doing here. Okay, so this is gonna be the two checks that we need, right? We need to know if we have both height and width, and if we have custom size. So if we have this, we are good. We are golden. Okay. So another thing happen is we can basically have we can't be sure that we are going to be passing these signals here. We can, I want to have the option to like just do 700 and 900. Or if I want to do 2 RAM, I can also pass 2 RAM like this. So what I'm thinking here is on those cases that we only have numbers, we should test if our string has only numbers. For that, we have some options. I think the best option is to use regex. I don't like regex, but for JavaScript, the best way is to use regex because JavaScript is really inclusive, and regex is the only way of really making sure that you only have digits, even though those digits are gonna be inside of a string. That's important thing. I'm not testing for numbers because I know, for instance, that every time is gonna be a string. But I want to know if inside of that string, there's only numbers, or inside of that string, there's any letter, right? So because of that, we're going to be doing some regex. So let's do like this. Okay, now it comes. Let's see if I remember. So we basically want to be including. We want to also have digits. And we want to have signals like this. That's it. That's it. No. Numbers can have dots. Can have yeah. And we are matching for the entirety of them. Right. I think it is. I think it is like this. I'm not good at rejects at all. I'm really bad. But who is good with rejects? So basically, here the idea is we are gonna be checking if width matches with rex, and if height matches with hex. Okay, or okay. So if any of those match, huh? But here I'm seeing a flaw because if any of those match, how do I do that? Huh? Because I basically want to be returning with the pixel identifier, but I can pass one as a pixel and the other as not a pixel, right? So how to solve this? Let's see. Oh, I don't remember if it is like this or like this. Oh lord, it's, I think it's height like this. Let me check. Uh-huh. Okay, and if it is like that, okay, it's with the h like that. Okay, it's right here. Sorry, I really have nightmares with this word. Okay, so here we have three scenarios. Only the width has the pixel or the identifier size. Only the height has, or none of those has. And okay, so to do that, basically what we're gonna be doing is something that I usually don't like doing, but we're gonna be using an if statement nested here just to do query building, right? So we're gonna have a const like called response builder. It's gonna be okay, and it's not gonna be a const, it's gonna be a lat. And we basically are gonna have an if statement here. If the width no, we can have an object. We want to be returning an object, right? Yeah, we want to return an object. So we can have const like response builder. I'm gonna have the builder there just to really make sure that we are doing the right thing. So if width is the one that matches here. So we don't need to do that for inside of this if statement. So let's redo this. Okay. So if we reached here, we need another one of those. If our code reached here, okay, line 12, we are sure that we are gonna be returning something meaningful, right? So we can here create our custom size. Like no, we already have custom size there. We have like response like this. Okay, it's gonna be called response, and it's gonna be an empty object. Okay, so what we are gonna be doing is we're gonna be separating this, right? We're gonna be taking this here. So we're gonna have two blocks like this. And here we have one block of code that basically says, hey, the width, it's only a number. If it's only a number, we want to be appending the pixels at the end of it. Okay, so in that case, and only in that case, we want to be. Oh, no. Better. Okay. Get me. Okay, so we have the response here, right? And here we are gonna be basically pushing the width and the height to that. So we're gonna have response.width equals to width and response.height equals to height. Like that. Okay, we basically created our object like this. We can even have that already like this, like width, height. Sorry, like that. Okay. So we already have that here in place, right? And here we are going to be using another pattern. This pattern is the modifier pattern. Okay. The idea is our code only enters here if it matches the condition, and in that case, it's going to be modifying another thing. Okay. In our case, the object itself. So if this is the case, we are going to have response.width equals to width like this, like this, yeah, okay, like this, pixels. Okay, guys, we are not covering all of the blank spots here, right? I know that you guys are gonna find a lot of holes here, but we are the ones using this here. I just want to make sure that we don't fail because of really simple things. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the same for this, but for height, we can select this here like this, and go height like this. Okay, and we're gonna be returning response. All right. Wait. Wallison, regex is something only for JavaScript or other language use it. Every language use it. Regex is really powerful, but the major issue is that regex don't have a pattern. Like, it's not standardized. So because of that, I would say that use with caution. I would usually use regex consulting it. There's a lot of sites that do that, and autopilot, it's gonna be awesome to write you regex. But usually, all languages have some way of checking with regex. Okay, cool. So that's cool. That's awesome. Now we have like a proper way of doing this, and this seems fine. So in the worst situation, we are gonna be returning anyway. So the flow of this function here is pretty important. Let's review it just for you guys to understand it more. So the idea is we're gonna be receiving a location. Okay. So we are going to be parsing that location, and if we don't have a location, if we don't have a custom size, or if custom size is set to false, in all of those three scenarios, custom size is going to be false. Okay, and if not custom size, or by any means custom size equals to false, we're going to be returning null. Okay. If we don't have a width or height, we're going to be returning null. Okay. And after that, we already know that we are going to be returning something. And the last return is here. So this is really important. Our code from the line 11 here downwards, our code don't have any blocker. There's not any line here that can block the code. That's really important for the flow of your application, right? So here we're gonna have regex. We are gonna be basically creating a response object, and for that response object, we're gonna be we're gonna have the width and height testing if those are only numbers. If that's the case, we're gonna be passing the pixels for it, and you're gonna be returning right away. So let's test that. So let's see here, custom is gonna be equal to this. We're gonna be console.logging this. Okay, .logging custom. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's clean it. Let's refresh it. And here we have the custom. Okay, height 700 pixels with 900 pixels because I passed 900 pixels and 700 pixels. Let's see if I can do that with rams. Okay, so 2 rams, 3 rams, like that. 2 ram, 3 ram, right the way we want it. Let's say that I have one set to 200 pixels and the other one to 300. I should expect to have both in pixels. I don't want to have one number, okay? This is the edge case. So let's see. 200 pixels, 300 pixels. And here, if we change this to pixels and change this here to only 200, it should still, let's change it to 700. It should be both in pixels, both in pixels. So our code, it's really safe right now. It's really cool because we have a lot of different patterns that are accounted. We have some issues still. We can pass measurements that are not valid. We can pass text, but we don't need to be testing that because this is we are the users of this one and we are building it. So I think it's strong enough. It's strong enough. So with that in mind, with all that, now we can do the fun part. Because now the only thing that we need to do, basically, the only thing, we need to basically be setting the size to be dependent on that. So we already have the parse CS here. We already have our state. We already have the location here. So now we can check here, not for custom, but custom sizes, because I think makes way more sense to know these are the custom sizes. So if we have custom sizes set to false, this is gonna be as you guys see here. Let me console.log custom sizes again. So if we have like anything here, like custom size here is set to bool, but if I have it set to false, for instance, we are gonna have this set to, wait a second, like this. Oh, it's not being set to, oh, that's true. That's true, because this false here is a string. Let me show you guys. Oh, okay, so we had a bug. We didn't see it. But here, if you go here, console.log custom size, over here, as you guys can see, it's false, but it's false. We can type off like this. So it's a string. We need that to be a boolean, okay? So we need to parse that. And how we do that? We can do that like this. So we can do bool. Oh, like this, bool, and we can pass this, right? No, it's boolean. Yeah, boolean, like this. So now we have this. Oh, let me refresh this. Now it's even colored here because if I check this now, type of boolean, it's gonna be a boolean type. So that's important. That's really important, guys. So we only need to do that check here. Yeah, ball is on Go, boolean is on JavaScript. Guys, I'm gonna do those errors every time. Sorry about that. But here we basically need to be checking for boolean of this, right? So this is the only place that we are using custom size. So that's cool. That's fine. And now if we refresh this, we have this custom size set to false, but we still are logging size there. That's odd. That's odd to say the least. So let's check this statement here. So console.log, this one here. Okay, and I don't want to be oh, custom sizes we can log it. Okay. So this is set to false. Huh. And custom size here is set to false. I wonder. Can we parse only with that? Let me check. Like convert boolean string to boolean JavaScript. Okay, guys. Here we go to Google. Okay, convert string to boolean. Okay. No, I don't want that. Huh. Okay, that's a, yeah. I'm gonna increase it. Sorry about that. It's only because let me increase the page as well. So basically, what I'm seeing here, we can do boolean with string like this, but that's strange because we're checking if this if this is equal to false, and this here is false. It said to me this is false. So only if not false, it should be true. I wonder if I need to. No, I don't need to nest like that. Huh. Let's see. Let's create here. I'll check false equals to boolean custom size like this, and let's have here check false is invalid like this, is invalid like this. Let's check it. Let's go back here. Let's refresh it. Huh. We're not even having it. So if I don't have a custom size, let's see what happens. It's gonna have it's gonna be null. Okay, so for some reason false. If it's 0, it's still gonna be okay. That's really odd. So let's check here. Console.log is invalid. Okay. Let's refresh this. Is invalid. It's true. Is invalid. Okay, it's true. Huh. Why it's true? Why it's true? Why you do this? Why you do this with me, JavaScript? Okay, we need to see the custom size first. Okay, let's refresh it. Oh, it's because it's 0 right now. Okay, let's see with false. False and true. Interesting. Because that's a string written false. This here is saying that it should be parsed to that. Like this, it should be, right? Huh. It's still true. I wonder if it needs to be capitalized. I think not. No. Huh. This is really odd. I wonder if we can do that with the two thingies like this. It's still true. Why? Why you do this? Why you do this? Oh my god. Huh. Because it should be like this, right? It's false and true. I don't understand this, guys. I really don't. What I'm missing here? What I'm missing here? Huh. If I pass false, any thoughts on that, guys? JavaScript convert uh, string. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Wilkinson. I thought that that should be true as well. Huh. Oh, the solution here is fancy, but it's not. Yeah, I think we need to check the string itself. It's really frustrating that, to be honest. JavaScript really should be able to. Huh. Okay. Oh. JSON.parse works. Huh. Who would call it? JSON.parse works. learning every day. So it should be like we can take all this and we can like JSON.parse. Yeah, JSON.parse works apparently. Custom size. Let's see. We go back here. It's no. JSON.parse works. Who would thought on that? Okay, so true. Yeah, true works. Let me increase the console size. Okay, like this. So that's really oh, that's awesome. So false, it's gonna be no. Yeah, true, it's gonna be true. Who would thought on that? Right? Okay, JSON.parse. Basically, it's gonna be parsing the value of it. Okay, I can make this code be more readable, having the is invalid like this, and we are gonna have the JSON.parse over here of custom size, and you're gonna have is invalid. Is invalid can be is invalid. Is valid. It's gonna be better. It's valid. That way we still have like proper checking the same way. So let's see here. Let's refresh, and we have the value for true, and we set to false, and we have no. Okay. We are reaching there, guys. Sorry. I know that I was battling with this for a while, but now we are looking golden. Okay, so now that we are here, we already have this custom sizes value there. And now basically what I want to do is here on this sizing here. So what I want to do first is I want this class name here to be basically JSON.parse. Yeah. Who would thought on that? Who would thought on that? Okay, so basically here I want to be testing for the custom sizes. Okay, if the custom sizes is true, we are gonna have this being only block. If not, we need to pass the standard sizing that we have already set up. So we're gonna have this chat vertical like this, and we're gonna have like chat vertical like this, and here you're gonna have block like this. Okay, so in this way here, what we are saying is, if we have custom sizes, okay, if we received custom sizes, we are gonna be setting the class name only to block, okay, because we are gonna be setting the sizes right here, right now, with me. So we're gonna be using the style tag here, inline tag, just like that. We're gonna have the custom sizes. So if we have custom sizes, we're gonna have style, a custom style, and this custom style is gonna be basically width equals to custom sizes dot width, and height equals to custom sizes dot height. That's basically it. That's basically it. Let's test it. Let's test it. So here we have, I think the easier one to see, it's gonna be the width. So let's have it like 100 width, and height let's have it like as 300, like that. Okay. So if I send a message, why? Oh, it's set to false. Okay, now we're gonna be setting to true. So another one, and it's really small. Hey, now I can expand this to 100, to 1,000. So now it's big, and now it's big. Hey. So I can have it even like one like this, really big. So really big. Hey, really big. Okay, so the funny part of this here is that now when I basically import the overlays, I or anybody that's watching the streams and want to use the same overlay for your stream, you're now able to edit this inside of OBS. That's cool, right? So basically, let me show you guys here OBS real quick. Yeah, you guys are gonna see funky things here. Let me just disable the preview here, and you guys are gonna see that here. When I have an option to add a new browser source, like this, I basically paste the link here and have the width and the height here. Okay, so I'm gonna be setting the width and the height for the size that I want. I'm gonna be the same for the chat. Okay, how cool is that? Pretty cool, right? So let me re-enable this. Let me go back to here. So that's why we're doing all this. That's cool, right? That's really cool. So basically the idea, so let's see here. Yeah, I sent through Twitch to also have from that platform. So the idea here is that now we have custom sizes. So let's do the same for the other chat, and I think we're done for today. That's basically it. That's exactly that. So now I think we only need to go through the horizontal one, and I think we are golden. You guys are not gonna see the test happening up here, right? Because this one, it's another source. So this one is fixed, but the reason why I did this is because I'm creating other screens for the live stream. So we're gonna be able to use on those. So pretty excited for that. So now what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing the same thing on the horizontal one. Okay, so you're gonna be here on the horizontal one. You're gonna be taking this, and you're gonna be doing the same thing. So you're gonna be waiting for location here, right. We already changed the state. We're changed here. Now we are gonna be using the parse yes. Okay, we already imported it. So I think this here can go here. I prefer it like this. No, leave it like this. And here, we're gonna be basically doing the same thing. Same exact thing. So we're gonna be doing the custom sizes up here. So custom sizes equal to parse with location. Simple like that. And here is gonna be the same idea, right? It's gonna be the exact same idea. So we have here the messages, and here we have the sizing. So here is easier because we don't have to pass the block because we are only using the split block on the first one. So majorly, what we want to be doing here is only changing this to this. Oh, we can have this as a string, no problem. And inside of here, what we want to be doing, we basically want to check if not custom sizes, we can have this. Okay, so if we have custom sizes, it's gonna be blank. And now inside of here, we just go here to style, yeah, like that. And we're gonna be checking for custom sizes. And if we have custom sizes, we're gonna have the same style, like width, yeah, like that. It's gonna be custom sizes, not width. Same for height. Just like this. And we are pretty much golden. Honestly, we are pretty much golden. Let me just format document here. Okay, looking good, looking really good. Let's check that out with the horizontal one. Today was a nice day, right, guys? So horizontal one, let's see. For the horizontal, I think it's gonna be easier to see the height. So let's test it out. Oh, this one is not gonna be that impactful because we have fixed sizing for the text and all that. But if we go here to the horizontal one and have it having a background like BG red 500 like this. Oh, this is not this is not gonna work because it's on the block. So let's see, background color equals to red like this. Only using to check it. Yeah. So as you guys can see, 300 here. Let's see, 700. It should be over here. Yeah. It's working. It's working just as expected. That's awesome. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. So yeah, we can save this and I think we are good. Let me see if we basically now have everything sorted out. We already have in place. So if we go back here to the paths, we already have the paths in place. We already have here the is protected thing. We already tested it. And next live we're gonna be start doing really fun things because we're gonna start implementing Firebase for this. So we're gonna have Firebase, we're gonna be connecting it, we're gonna be protecting routes based on the login from Firebase. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, that's it. That's it. We could do that in 2 hours. That's impressive. That's honestly impressive. So I hope the live stream today was pretty clear to everybody watching. Really, that's from heart. And yeah, I'm loving seeing you guys more and more often here. To be honest, that's really the only reason why I'm still doing this. So thank you all for that. If you have any doubts, do that. Oh, if you guys can, please follow me on Twitter. Okay, So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, please follow me. I'm gonna follow back also. So my Twitter is the same of every single network. Arthur 404 Dev. Yeah, I'm trying to post a lot of fun things there. Hopefully we're gonna have a really good time with that as well. So yeah, that's basically it. Let me give you guys a sneak peek of the other view that I'm working on. So this here, this is gonna be the big one. So this here, it has little difference from the other, but as you guys can see, I'm on a square webcam, and I want to change all the webcams to not have the bar down here. I don't think I'm gonna be doing alerts like the other streamers do. I think we have more interesting things to do, and we can develop all those by ourselves. So this is gonna be the other one. So as you guys can see, we have more space over here. Okay, so this is what I'm usually seeing when I'm streaming from the other screen. But here, the idea is to use the application full screen like this. So it's gonna be this right part here is gonna be blurred by the chat. So maybe you're gonna be doing a chat that has like a little opacity, a window to it, and that way you guys can still see what's behind that there. But the major thing is what's here over here. So yeah, this is the new screen, and for this one, as you guys can see, I'm gonna change back and forth. You guys pay attention to the sizing here, okay? So as you guys can see, this size it's way bigger for the actual chat, and we can fit more chat windows. So this here is gonna be the main window for all time. But what I want to be doing, I want to be basically taking this webcam to the whole size here. And maybe you're going to be resizing the chat to take a little more space that way as well. No, the chat's probably going to be where it is. Maybe the webcam is going to be where it is without the bar. Okay, so that's basically it. Now going back to the screen. So guys, have an awesome weekend. So I hope you all are pretty well. I hope you all are safe. Hope you all are with good health, and take care with COVID. And that's basically it. I'm really happy to be able to finish all that today. So moving forward from the next stream, we are gonna have smaller projects, and it's gonna be way better because we are gonna be probably doing that all by the time that the live stream ends. So that's basically it, guys. See you all later. See ya. Kisses, and have an awesome week.